Hi, Jules here for Talk to Me Tuesday on Tuesday, November 28th. What you are seeing is a wall hanging that I completed over the weekend. Um, it is for a coworker. Today is her last day at work. She is going to another radio group, and it's actually she's going to the group of radio stations that was her very first job in radio and my very first job in radio, where we met over 20 years ago. So this is for my friend Doreen. You might remember her from her battle with cancer last year, which she defeated. And now she's moving on to bigger and better things, and I'm very happy for her, although I will miss her greatly. You may recognize this pattern from Jennifer's Paper Piecing Vintage Quilt Along. This is a block, the very first block, and it is from the very first Quilt Along when she first released the pattern as a block of the month. And so she released one pattern each month. I ordered this whole, I got very excited because I thought it was such a cool pattern. Such a cool quilt, because I had seen the entire quilt, and I purchased this whole quilt kit of fabric that I thought was really awesome. And then when I started actually making the blocks, I really didn't like it. I loved the pattern. I hated the fabric in the pattern, although I still love the fabric. It's mode de fin de jour. And so I've made the first block and the second block, and I got partway through the third block, and then life intervened, and I just never loved the fabric enough to continue. So when I decided to make Doreen a wall hanging, I thought these would be colors she might like, and it was done. The block was done. So I just took some of the coordinating fabric. The quilt kit I bought off Craftsy, there was a fat quarter bundle and a jelly roll and some yardage. And I used the already done block, and then I added the border from one jelly roll strip. So basically that's one jelly roll strip cut in half. I added the top and the bottom, and I only had enough to do a narrow border on the side with the remaining strip if I wanted to use all one fabric. So I just cut it in half lengthwise to make it half as wide, and that actually was nice because it made it more tall than it was wide, so that actually worked out perfectly. So that is a single jelly roll strip that I used to border that 12.5-inch block. I used another jelly roll, well, actually two additional jelly roll strips in the burgundy to you do the binding, and now I'll show you the back. I was able to use one of the coordinating fat quarters that came in the kit to do the backing, and I had enough of that left over to make the little corner wedges to hold the hanger. And then I just used a piece of muslin to make the label. So there you have it. That's my crafty accomplishment for this week. And right underneath it is my other crafty accomplishment. Thanksgiving morning, I made this pressing station to keep right next to my sewing desk. It is it's a remnant of Robert Kaufman fabric on a wooden TV tray that I picked up at the thrift store for like $3. So there's 2 layers of batting, and then a layer of muslin, and then I put a layer of muslin between the batting and the print. Because this was not a decorator fabric, I thought that would be a good idea. So everything is 100% cotton. And yeah, so that's my other, you can kind of see, here we go, that's right next to me there. That's the crafty stuff I got done, and that's actually more than I expected to get done. We had a rough holiday week. And now here it is, all wrapped in another coordinating fat quarter, a piece of ribbon that I happen to have in my stash, burgundy, that goes with it, and now it is all ready to gift. I just got to go find a card. So that's all I've got to show you this week. I will hopefully have more to talk about next week. And I look forward to watching your videos. I hope you all have a crafty week, and I will see you next week. Bye!